Hello YouTube! This is our 43 lesson. We continue of serious HTML lessons and the speech on the topics PHP MySql. They require a one statement. So, for start, shared script data is required. Include files are very powerful because you create them once but then reuse them as needed in other script files, effectively sharing the code within. The dv_uploaded path constant can be placed within an include file to establish a collection of application variables. Include files allow you to share code across multiple scripts. They require _once statement takes care of including a script within another script. Including appvars.php and other scripts allows those scripts to share the data in appvars.php. There are no dumb questions. Hey, aren't these application variables really constants? Sometimes yes, but that's okay. The point is not to split hairs over variables we see a constant. Instead, we're just trying to establish a common place to store shared script data within a given application. And that place is a script file called appvars.php. Is code is in shared script files limited to data? No, not at all. Any PHP code can be placed in its own script file and shared using the require _one statement. In fact, it's very common for application to share lots of functional code across multiple script files. Not only is it common to use shared script files, but it's often a great idea in terms of code organization. And last question. Why is the PHP statement to include script code called require_once? The name include files comes from a PHP statement called include that is very similar to require once. The difference is that require once results in an error. It is include file cannot be found include won't reveal an error if an include file is missing. Also, the once in require once means that it keeps a file from being accidentally included more than once. You sometimes see include used instead of require _once to include code that isn't as important, such as pure HTML code that doesn't perform a critical purpose. PHP also has include _once and require statement that are variations on require _once and include. So, think of require _once as insert. Includes are limited to one shared PHP file and they can appear anywhere you want within a script. You can think of the require _once statement as an insert statement that gets replaced with the constants of the script file it references. In the case of guitar-vars, the database connection variable could also benefit from being moved into an include file. So the contents of two shared script files are inserted directly into other script files at the point where they are required. The global variable holds important application data that both index.php and @score.php need. Rather than duplicate the database connection variables in every script, we can move them to an include file and share them. The require _once statement inserts shared script code into other scripts. And awesome, now I have access to the share data too. And 6. Move the file uploaded path to the constant that is shared via an include file. It's done. Oops, another new step. Some things are difficult to plan for, so you have to be ready to tweak your design on the fly. And exactly, don't forget, you will find all the code and materials of this lesson under this video in descriptions. Test drive. Create to include files for Gitter vars and then share them among the other scripts. Create a new text file. Our files appvars.php and connectvars.php and enter the code for them shown on the facing page. Then add require_1 statements to index.php and add score.php so that both shared script files are included. Upload all of the scripts to your web server and try out the add score from endmail main page to make sure they still work with the new and improved include file organizational structure. Okay, then the other by statement. Other is everything with high scores. Okay, so Gitter vars is finally image powered, allowing users to upload screenshot images to help verify their high scores. While this is major improvement to the applications, it hasn't solved a problem that users have actually been grumbling about for quite a while. The other of the scores on the main page. Adding a new height score now involves adding a screenshot images, which looks great except the scores aren't in order. I am stoked on having the only score with a screenshot image, but why am my score at the bottom of this list? This digs here screenshot verification but is a little miffed over getting slotted at the bottom of the high score list despite having a decent score. It's true, the scores aren't in order, they are being displayed in whatever order they store it in the database, which is entirely arbitrary. You should never rely on the order the data is stored in the database unless order truly doesn't matter. In this case, it does, so we need to impose some order on the query results. The order by SQL statement makes such ordering possible. So, our next topic, ordering to the top Gitter vars variable. Format the top score with HTML and CSS. Adding a little CSS. We will talk about this in the next lesson, and here is our 43 lesson about PHP and MySql is end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Please put likes, share with friends and comment. Eat banana, chocolate and nuts, drink more water for the brain, meditate, do exercise every evening and so on. Don't forget this. Thank you. Bye.